Hello flower friends! In today's video, I'm going to make a flower arrangement using beautiful flowers that I got at a brand new flower shop here in Key West where I'm on vacation. My name's Ellen Frost. I'm the owner of Local Color Flowers and I've been a florist for over 15 years. I write a weekly newsletter all about flowers, which you should definitely check out, and I host an online community called FlowerMore for flower nerds who want more flowers in their life. So when I'm traveling, I always love to search out new flower shops or flower farmers or farmers markets. You can really find flower friends anywhere. I've learned that over the years. And on my trip here to Key West, I saw over the summer that a new flower shop had opened. They're called Lily and Lemon. They are the cutest little shop. And I reached out to the owners over the summer to let them know I was coming into town and that I hoped I could come and visit. So yesterday I went over to the flower shop to visit them. And when I say flower shop, it's more like a flower stand. It is super cute. And just like the name says, Lily and Lemon, they sell flowers and lemonade. Perfect for Key West. So I picked up these flowers. They have flowers available by the stem. They also sell bouquets, but I picked out mine by the stem. And their signature flower that they use in all of their designs and that they have every week is a rose lily. So I had to get those rose lilies. And I was actually surprised at what a great selection they had because I was able to get something in all 6 of my elements that I like to include in design. So the first element is always foliage, and they had some really cool and really bushy eucalyptus. This is boxwood eucalyptus, and I'm going to cut this into a few pieces. And as always, I like to clean my stems and start with foliage. I love this, how it is so drapey, and you can see this is a big piece, so I can get a lot of cuts off of one piece. I'm just going to break it down. So when I went over to the shop yesterday, I was able to meet Crystal, the owner, and she was so charming and so welcoming. And it was really exciting just to have a new flower friend in a place where I was visiting. I want to tell you a little bit about Roselilies because they're pretty new on the market and they've only been around for a couple of years. We've been using them maybe for 2 or 3 years in my shop. And the thing that is really cool and makes them really popular with people, not only they're beautiful and they're doubles, so they're double rose lilies. So it's like a lily, but like extra fluffy. But they also don't have any scent, which is great for people who either don't like lily scents or who just maybe have allergies or they want a little less fragrance in their life. They also are pollenless, and that's one of the big things because a lot of times when you have lilies, once they open up and they have that pollen on them, it's a mess. It can get all over your hands, your clothes, your furniture, like literally everything. So these rose lilies, which are the shop's signature flower. I actually thought it was really cool that they had a signature flower. It's great branding. All right, so I've got my foliage and I've got my focal flowers, which are my rose lilies. And then I'm going to put in a line flower. I was so excited to see these delphinium, these line flowers. So delphinium is a line flower, which just means that the flowers bloom up the stem. And the color is so, so pretty. My color palette was really inspired by the rose lilies and this delphinium. So I went with a sort of a pink, blue, white color palette. So anytime I'm using a line flower, I want to really let them do what they do naturally, which is be tall in the arrangement. I want to just let them hover above the focal flowers and really use them as a way to draw your eye to the focal flowers. All right, so I've got my foliage, I've got my line flowers, I've got my focal flowers, and then I'm going to add in some secondary focals. So these are carnations, which I am a huge fan of carnations. I know that people sometimes think that carnations are boring, but I love them. And they have a long history of being grown in the United States. Most of the carnations now in the United States come from outside of the US, so usually from South America. But I do love carnations, and we do still have one grower that we source from that grows carnations. That's Hendrix Flowers. One of the reasons I love carnations is because they are so long lasting. They can last weeks in a vase, and you can really just fluff them up so that they're nice and big. And I'm tucking them in a little low just so that they're background color in my design. The Roselilies, you can see they have a lot of buds on them. So once they open, they're going to sort of cover this middle space where right now there's a lot of negative space, but I'm just going to tuck these carnations in for a little bit of background color. All right, the next thing I'm going to put in is some eryngium. This is blue eryngium. It's a thistle. It's so cool. Will you look at how cool it is? This variety we don't get a lot at home, so I was really excited to see it. And I was trying to figure out if I could use it, like if I could break it down, but I actually think I'm just going to use it as one piece. So I call this like a filler. It really fills in some of this negative space, and I love the blue color. When it's new and young, it's still pretty green, but as it ages, it turns that like really pretty blue, and it complements that delphinium so much. And then lastly, I always like to add a little bit of some bits and pieces that's sort of interesting and unique to the arrangement. I'm using these really cute green berries, and I can't remember the name of them off the top of my head, but we don't get them very often in Maryland, but they're super cute. And they're really the center of the flower, like the seed pod. The flower has already bloomed and the petals have fallen off. And this is the seed pod that's left. So I'm gonna add these, and I'm gonna pop them out enough so that you can really see them. They just add a little bit of interest. I always love to add some little bit of interest to the arrangement. All right, so here's my design from Flowers from Lemon and Lily. I think I switched their name before to Lily and Lemon, Lemon and Lily. And I'm just so excited to have met a new flower friend in my travels. And I'm also excited to have flowers in my house while I'm on vacation.